He was a ghost.
I presumed that once you had acquired...
Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a giddy couple in love that loves reacting to some Genshin Impact.
Giddy for Genshin!
Yeah, and so we're checking out Genshin Impact, another story quest. Xiao, I think that's how you pronounce it. And if you want all of our Genshin Impact reactions, we have a playlist in the description of this video. And if you want early ad-free access, get a full month ahead on our reactions for Genshin Impact. You can either join Patreon, link is in the description of this video, or join our YouTube membership. There's a little join button down below.
Yeah.
And because it's Genshin Impact.
We have a drink.
Yeah.
So this is Klee's Sparkling Bomb. It's a sparkling bomb because it has a pop rock rim.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The pop rocks are extra poppy today.
They are.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
Butterfly's dream.
What do butterflies dream about?
They're all just caterpillars. Okay, so you're like, that was deep, yeah.
No, I was going to make a smart-ass comment about how the grass is always greener, right? Like, caterpillar dreams of being a butterfly dreams of their time as a caterpillar.
Exactly, yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Okay. It's nice to know butterflies have the same problems we humans do.
Pudgy pyrotechnicians?
Pudgy pyrotechnician. Okay.
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilly trails over there?
You go off with sinister energy.
Paimon thinks so too. We've seen plenty of hilly trails before, and they're always the bad guys. But this is different. Uh-oh. This is right by the Wangshu Inn too. Oh, the guests are in great danger. Now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything about it, Paimon will feel really guilty. Let's go take care of them.
Some hilly trails.
These super evil hilly trolls are more difficult to defeat than the usual kind too. Hey, seems like people are gathering over there. Wonder what they're doing.
Putting evil curses on the hilly trails.
Ooh.
Whoa! See that guy in the mask? He scared off all the hilly trolls.
Are we sure that's what he
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like Xiao? Now that you mention it, this guy's mask is kind of similar to the one that he wears. But the magic he was using seemed even more adeptacy than Xiao's. Shall we go say hi?
Yeah. Star Snatcher?
Ahem. Hello. Allow us to introduce ourselves. This is...
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need.
You sound like a
Cleansing
tool.
the world of evil is the duty of the Adepti. Think nothing of it. I certainly don't.
Oh, I'm sure you don't.
Okay.
Who are you? One had assumed you were followers, but on closer inspection, it seems that we have not met.
Xiao is passing by. Fellow trail of
My
Adepti.
name's Paimon, and this is my sidekick.
Oh, we're the sidekick?
Then it is right that our paths coincide. One too shall introduce oneself, for it is good manners to comply. The one before you is the Adeptus, Master of Stars. The one is better known to one's followers as Star Snatcher. One descended
What,
from
Star
one's
Snatcher?
mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil, whereupon fate saw fit that our paths should cross. Now, tell me that which you wish for.
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Leela were just really good in battle. You mean you can grant people's wishes too?
Of course, my child.
There are different levels of Adepti. Are not the stars loftier than the mountains,
Oh my
clouds,
God.
and moon? Yet, it is
Oh, and they're
unbecoming
plotting.
of an
Yeah.
Of
Adepti
course.
to boast of one's powers.
Oh, sure it is.
One would
Yeah.
have you first speak to one's followers, and only then make your verdict.
I don't even care if you are an Adepti. You're a tool.
sounding very full of himself.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Master of Stars in action? His power truly hails from the divine.
Okay.
I believe that now there is finally some hope for my ailing father.
Tell me about the Master of Stars.
Watching him use his magic is all the proof you need. A true adeptus, no doubt
You're
about it.
taking advantage of these people.
Not long ago, I sought some medicine from him on behalf of my ailing father. The difference with Boo Boo Pharmacy's prescriptions was like night and day, I tell you. Once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this really ethereal mist. Seemed pretty adeptal to me. Could have also been because there was mistflower in it, though.
There you go.
Adepti medicine is surely the most potent. My father will recover soon. I just know it.
I thought it had worked already.
Sure, you have to make some sacrifices if you seek help from an adeptus like the Master of Stars.
I knew it had it because he
I had
referred
to
to
give
his
a few
father as
antiques
alien
as
still.
offerings. But my father's life is worth much more than a few old relics, right?
Had to give a few antiques as offerings. Yeah, of course. Con artist, kick his ass. We don't need to talk to anybody else.
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts.
I've
when the
made my
Master of
verdict.
Stars is around, do they? I'm a merchant, and I had an especially valuable batch of goods that needed transporting recently. So I
She's so
asked
super
the
excited.
Master of
Yeah,
Stars
she
if
is.
he would make the journey with me, as presumptuous as that was. Reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as he so much as holds up his talisman. We didn't have the slightest bit of trouble the whole journey.
And what did he take as
It didn't
payment?
come cheap, of course,
Uh-huh.
but then soliciting the services of a god is a monumental affair. Just look at the right of dissension. So I can accept it, but I doubt that most from outside of Liyue would be willing to.
So he corrupts the Hilly Charles with some sort of like a talisman or whatever that he's got.
Finally.
And then they're under his
Full
control,
of
and that's why
hope
he's...
and purpose.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, are you believers too?
Because we're on the same page.
After my
Well, yeah, when
fiancé
they
had
said,
been
oh, he's
left,
getting away, I was
I
like,
cried
really?
every day.
I think he just kind of took control
But
of
then I turned to
them.
the Master of Stars for help. At his suggestion, I started burning paintings of my fiancé and casting the ashes into the ocean at sunrise.
Okay.
I can't explain it, but it really worked.
Well,
I
yeah,
know in
and
my heart that
everyone
he'll
knows that's what you're
return.
supposed to do.
This is not some sort of positive thinking trick. I'm certain
Sure.
of it.
Okay.
I'm so overjoyed that I gave a portion of my wedding budget to the Master of Stars as an offering. After all, if not for him, I wouldn't be getting my fiancé back, in which case I wouldn't need it anyway.
Can we back up to why you still want him as your fiance?
Yeah.
What do you think? One's adherents may exaggerate a little, but they speak from the heart.
Oh, I believe
From
they
their
do.
imaginations, I'd say.
Surely you jest.
No.
There was once a senior adeptus, Xie Wuliang, known to the people as Liangzi. He said this:
Star
All
Snatcher
things
is a
are
dumb
connected.
freaking name.
That which mortals call imagination is merely the bridge betwixt the spiritual and the material. In other words, their wishes are already on the path of transitioning into reality. Does this make things clearer?
I think you and Fischl need to hang out.
Nope.
You can join her
It makes them
D&D.
way more complicated. But basically what you're saying is that their wishes can come true, right?
Indeed. You are perceptive, my diminutive friend.
Ooh, slap him.
Okay. So, we also have one other question.
Oh,
When did you come up with this con
you
exactly?
need but ask.
Why do you wear a mask? Ooh.
Hey, isn't that a bit inappropriate?
Indeed. It would be inappropriate for one to remove one's mask.
And why is that?
One wanders among mortals, doing good and cleansing evil. One reveals not one's visage to avoid further disturbance to this realm than is necessary.
Got it.
Now then, what are your wishes?
I want to know where my sibling is. I want power rivaling that of the gods.
One senses that a tragic tale lies behind this wish.
Wow, you're clairvoyant.
So be it. This wish is not beyond one's power to grant.
For how much?
But first, one must see some proof of your faith.
What's that supposed to mean?
Pay up.
Yeah.
The way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone. One must seek the profound truths that lie beyond them. Should you fail to perceive one's hidden meaning, then regrettably, one may lend you no aid.
If you're a god, why do you need money?
Paimon doesn't understand him at all.
I think he wants us to sweeten the deal. I think he wants some more.
Oh, that's right. Some of those believers mentioned that they had to pay a pretty sum for the Adeptus' help, didn't they? Well, Paimon's not forking over anymore.
We know Paimon.
Way to go,
He doesn't
Paimon.
have anything valuable enough on us. You don't even have a vision.
I don't think people put visions up for sale.
Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of good food. Can they?
Good job. Not you, Paimon. That's for sure.
Yep, a tasty snack is sure to work.
I think he's a little more greedy than
Head
that.
over to Wanwen Bookhouse and see if they got any new recipes in.
So, you'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti?
Yes. Here, and keep the change.
Oh, aren't you generous? Thank you for your patronage.
Follow him.
Hey, isn't that, Star Snapper?
Star
What
Snapper?
coincidence running into him again? Did you hear the name of the book he just bought? Was it Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti? Well, anyway.
So we can learn more about them so we can calm more people.
Why would an Adeptus want to buy a book about himself?
Yeah. Great question.
Really? What's so fishy about him?
Everything.
Huh. That's a good point. None of the other Adepti we've met seemed like they needed anything from anyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, Paimon. You're smarter than this.
Paimon thinks we should check out that book. Maybe we'll find out something about this guy that we can use. Hey there! We'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti. Do you have one in stock?
Huh. Since when did that old chestnut become a bestseller? You're a rare breed of youngster, if this is what you like to read. But you should be able to find a copy
Paimon a
somewhere on that
youngster?
shelf over
I think
there.
so.
I haven't heard that name in so, like, youngster.
Because I don't think anybody under the age of like 75 uses it anymore.
This is the one! Let's see what it's all about, shall we?
In ancient times,
Cool.
Liyue was a land of misery, where the shadow of evil loomed large.
Oh, okay.
As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons.
You're
They
Rex.
swore an oath. Restore order through slaughter, purge evil through battle. To this, we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them, phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyon, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
Yeah, he doesn't look like that guy.
Good story.
And the end.
This book is about the Yakshas, a group of adepti who defend Liyue.
Oh.
Seems like a pretty niche topic. Was there anything that stood out to you?
He can only be seen at moonlight.
Oh, the soul spreading Yaksha.
There used to be 5 main Yakshas, but supposedly only one of them is still alive today.
Convenient.
Do you think that it could have anything to do with that Star Snatcher guy?
No.
I think he's taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
No, surely not. He doesn't exactly give off the impression that he's been suffering for thousands of years.
No.
Observant Bible. About demons, about karma.
The book says that the wrathful spirits of the gods defeated during the Archon War can sometimes cause plagues, monsters, or mutations. All of which sound pretty horrendous. Oh, hey, wait a second. Paimon wonders if... Do you think those super evil hilly churls we saw earlier were the mutations that the book's talking about? The book says that the Yakshas, after fighting against the wrath of the gods for thousands of years, became bound by karma.
Karma's a
Poisoned
bitch.
by the hateful thoughts of the gods, the Yakshas would often descend into indescribable fits of terror, rage, or agony. It's so tragic. After everything they went through and all of their years of protecting Liyue, they got no reward and had to deal with so much suffering instead. Yep, Paimon thinks we've already summed up all the key points. So back to the matter at hand. The things we need answers on are 1, where did those super evil-looking hilly trolls come from? And 2, what does Star Snatcher have to do with the Yakshas, right? Now to head back to where this all started and commence our investigation. Let's part the fog of mystery that hangs over Dwayne Karst and let the truth shine through in its full glory.
So we're playing detective now, are we?
To be honest, Paimon actually hopes he is a real Adeptus. His exorcism technique seemed real enough at least.
Come on, Paimon, you're smarter than that.
But if we get our hopes up, there's further for them to come down. So it makes sense to investigate thoroughly first, just to be sure. Alright, let's head back to Wangshu Inn.
Flee at my command, foul demon.
Oh god.
The voiceover for this guy is great. The voiceover artist.
Yeah.
Flee!
Oh dear, they don't seem to be listening.
Why won't you flee?
Uh-oh, looks like Star Snatcher's in trouble. And there are innocent bystanders here too. We have to step in.
He can handle himself, it's fine. We'll protect the innocent people, and then Star Snatcher can fend for himself.
Yeah, I mean, he's a god after all. Should have no trouble.
Oh, I don't get it. Why didn't the Sigil of Permission do anything? Has the evil aura of these hilly churls grown in intensity?
Sigil of Permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar?
Ah, yes, the get out of being
Right.
free card?
It's a keepsake of the Adepti, so it must still contain traces of their power. No wonder he was able to scare those monsters away earlier.
What are you two babbling on about? One is merely underslept, meaning that one's adeptal power is not in full flow.
Yeah, okay.
Were one but given another opportunity,
Would you like us to get some more hilly churls?
As it happens, there goes another bunch of churls over there. Should we leave them to you then?
Paimon and I, we're on the same page.
One suddenly feels ill at ease. Surely one has overexpended one's adeptal powers. Otherwise, one would surely purge these infernal beings at once.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you
One is full of
weren't
shit.
just bragging after all. We were right to be suspicious.
Yep. Paimon, were you suspicious? You weren't suspicious at all. You wanted to believe.
Traveler, looks like it's up to us. Use your elemental sight and hunt them down.
Although, it was pretty adorable that even when she believed he was a god, she was still not parting with her money. God or not, she didn't care.
Yarr! Is the pirate hilly churro?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. Hilly Turtles
That
do have
conquered
pirates.
demons again. No wonder. Paimon was just wondering who could have made such short work of these hilly churls. Let's see what a real Adeptus has to say about all this.
It's you. I remember you. I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
Huh? He isn't usually this polite. What's
Yeah,
going
let's say.
on?
Isn't this guy we made the Alban tofu for or whatever?
But you are exercising demons. How is that causing trouble?
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely, from the karma I have accumulated.
Mutations? Karma? Oh, does that mean...
We read about that in the book. He's the final Yaksha.
Paimon remembers that Xiao is also called the Vigilant Yaksha, isn't he? So that means... Oh,
Paimon's head hurts.
No.
poor Xiao.
Feel sorry for him. That's why he's so prickly. We read about your past in a book.
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan fiction from a few hundred years ago.
That's not a real story, huh?
All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We Yakshas have no need of sympathy or tears.
Okay.
My comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Paimon's sorry.
Oh, Paimon.
It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic influence, so we shall part ways here.
You got any backup, dude?
Oh, wait! Take us with you! We'll be a big help! Paimon promises!
No need. I am used to fighting alone. And in any case, these mutations originated from me to begin with.
My must
Well
clean up.
then... Oh, consider it Paimon's penance for being accidentally rude just now.
Oh.
Well, Come on, then.
Yeah. Eventually, you give in to Paimon.
Xiao, you've been suffering from the bad karma all this time?
Suffering is my price to pay for eons of endless slaughter. I have come to accept this. But in recent years, other living things have suffered, when the burden should be mine alone to bear. I must reflect on this. Finish your preparations, and we shall enter. We should not leave those monsters be for too long.
Karma heavy cavern.
Ooh, this place gives Paimon goosebumps.
I will use the ritual known as the Bane of All Evil to relieve this place of its karma.
Sounds like a badass
You
ritual.
must remain calm. Do not allow yourself to be affected by the lingering wrath of bygone gods. Disappear!
Okay.
Permanently activated. You'll constantly lose hit points? Oh, regenerates hit points when it deals damage. Okay, that's cool. Where he loses hit points pretty fast.
Yeah.
Gotta find something to kill. There we go. The game's pretty fast too, I guess. Ooh.
Yeah, he definitely has some skills.
Yep.
Worthless. Boring.
Queen of all evil. That must be the power you got for being a vigilant Yaksha, right?
I don't want to talk about it.
Realize that you only wear your mask when you're fighting the bad guys. But that Star Snatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the time too.
Because he's
Star
bullshit.
Snatcher. I am aware of no Adeptus by such a name.
So he is a fraud!
Come on, Paimon.
We'll continue this discussion later. You should focus on your battle for now.
We already established that he was a fraud.
Big one.
Okay, just more health to get. Ooh,
That's cool.
yeah. Must be like the Rainbow Bridge.
The gumdrops are just so hard to imagine as bad guys. Look at them, they're just like happy little gumdrops.
Worthless? Nice.
Yeah, it's smack talk while he fights.
Worthless. Worthless.
But that gumdrop was trying really hard.
Boring.
It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under infernal influence. Had we not arrived in good time, the consequences would have been unthinkable. Now, this Star Snatcher you speak of, what is the situation?
Ooh, Paimon will tell you.
An Adeptus who grants wishes. To think that people could be so easily deceived by such blatant lies.
As an Adeptus, do you have the power to grant wishes, Xiao?
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the Adepti for boons unearned. Millennia ago, the ancestral people of Liyue asked for nothing more than the strength to defend the land they called their home.
To be honest, an Adepti who grants people's wishes is probably more appealing to people nowadays.
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern. I concern myself only with following Rex Lapis's original decree.
Oops. Paimon spoke without thinking again. One more thing. That fake Adeptus has a sigil of permission. It's what he uses to exorcise demons.
You should not be holding.
Wait, truly? Fool. Exorcising demons without exterminating them. It is no wonder they have been congregating here. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control. We must confiscate his sigil of permission.
Confiscate, is that all? I think I'd also like to teach him a lesson.
Paimon agrees. We've got to show that Chester what you get for trying to fool us.
That was a determined stomp.
Oh yeah.
And it just so happens that we've got a real Adeptus with us too. If Xiao were to teach Star Snatcher a lesson, you can bet he'll never dare to pose as an Adeptus ever again.
No. I only slay demons. I do not kill mortals.
You need to kill him to teach him a lesson, dude.
Who said anything about killing him?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he's so disappointed.
Yeah.
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince him to cease his wicked ways.
Yeah.
Sounds
I
reasonable.
possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to separate the soul from the body, that one might cultivate oneself in a waking dream.
That sounds intense.
Okay.
But it can also be used to call forth the spirits of others.
Ah, that's better.
Whoa.
The butt wiggle.
Yeah. Similar to gifting
A
dreams and
ritual
visions.
must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gathering a few items. A censer, 7 lamps, and something to reduce the temperature.
Reduce the temperature. Oh, some mist flowers will probably do, right? But as for the censer and the 7 lamps, probably not the kinds of things they're gonna just stumble across in the wild.
Do you know of the 2 Yaksha statues that stand guard beside a merchant road on the southern face of Mount Tianheng?
Everyone knows about those statues.
Sure.
The ancestors of the people of Liyue built shrines there to honor the Yakshas. You should still be able to find some ceremonial items there. Once you have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues after nightfall, and I will teach you how to use this art.
The spirit soars the mountains high, while the body rests as the world goes by.
Sorry to interrupt you, but
Well, I'll be. Isn't that something? A pair walk into a shrine, neither to seek nor worship gods or adepti,
You've been a
but to
perfect
pilfer
bedbox.
the tools of worship for their own ends.
we know it's rude to ask, but we just need them for a short while. Honest.
For the Dream Trawler ritual, I trust.
You're a
How'd
learned
you
man.
know that?
I have been in the shrine for far longer than you would expect. Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been endowed with some understanding of the Adepti arts.
Wow. Paimon's never heard of that happening before.
It matters not. Take what you need. It is a fortuitous thing that these items may be of service to you. They serve little purpose here, in any case.
Something on your mind?
Nothing that you need concern yourself with. Please, take what you wish.
Sounds good, Perf.
So next, we just need to grab the 7 star lamps, right? The sooner we start, the sooner we'll be done.
This is true, Paimon.
Her roof needs some serious repairs. This little rabbit thing is just
Yeah.
keeps making me laugh.
I forgot what those things are called.
I forgot to.
Paimon thinks we've got all the ones we can use now. But let's say bye to that guy before we leave, shall we?
Oh look, he's not here.
Huh? Where'd he go? He was right here.
He was a ghost.
I presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you would forget about me and simply be on your way.
The statue's talking to us.
It's that guy's voice. Hello? Where are you?
My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What you witnessed earlier was an illusion, created by the Adepti art known as mortal lingering.
I call bullshit.
Mortal lingering.
Now that you have taken the 7-star lamps and censer used in the mortal lingering ritual, my form is no longer visible to you.
So you're.
I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name Pervases by Rex Lapis himself.
I believe this guy.
Yet
This
my
isn't Star
strength
Snatcher.
failed, and I was slain in battle. Today is the anniversary of my death. My last wish was to see a modern Liyue, and so I took the liberty of performing this ritual here. That aside, you were sent here by the Conqueror of Demons, were you not?
Maybe.
So, you two know each other then?
I
Bruh.
sense his aura upon you. That and the heavy burden of his karma. Even after all these millennia, he still must endure such tremendous suffering. I am truly ashamed.
Don't say that, Pervases. You sacrificed your life for Liyue, didn't you?
Not exactly. I
Life
kind
is
of
a
just
precious
tripped.
thing, yes. But when I think of the burden that the Conqueror of Demons must bear, death seems to me to have been the easy way out. A selfish indulgence, even.
Pervases.
Aw. Paimon, don't cry. They don't want your sadness.
I apologize.
Sympathy.
Birthdays are joyful occasions, but by the same token, it is hard not to be melancholy on the anniversary of one's death.
It's fair. It's fair.
The mortal lingering will not last much longer. Take care, you two, and please pass on my regards to the Conqueror of Demons.
Okay, so he's not Star Snatcher, because Star Snatcher would never be afraid.
Yeah.
Or ashamed, I
If
mean.
only I could taste some authentic grilled tickerfish once more.
Oh, Paimon, you can do that.
By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil.
Bye, Pervy statue.
Huh? Looks like he's gone then. Paimon really hopes that at least someone will remember Pervases the Yaksha. We should get going. But let's come back here and make an offering sometime.
Yeah, like he said, Paimon's gonna make him something.
Yep.
Have you gathered the items for the ritual? This sensor and these lamps. Their designs are flawless. Almost as if they were made specifically for use in the Adepti arts. Where did you come by them?
It's your buddy Pervases.
Oh, and, he says hi.
Pervases.
That son of a bitch.
Yes. This does have the hallmarks of something Pervases might do. As I thought, it seems that he could not leave Liyue behind either. I hope that its present state will allow him to rest in peace. Well then, let us begin preparing for the ritual. Place the censer in the middle and surround it with the 7-star lamps. Adorn the area with the items of abject cold. Once this is done, we shall proceed. Yes, this will do. Now, the next step is the key to performing Dream Trawler. There are 4 steps to performing this ritual. Offering incense, meditation, incantation, and loosing an arrow.
Seems like a real rigmarole.
Adepti arts are the product of millennia of study by Adepti. Do not dismiss their mystical workings as rigmarole.
She keeps pissing off Xiao.
Failure
I
to
have a
take
feeling
this
that's not hard to do.
seriously
Yeah,
could
it's
cause
true.
the technique to devour one's own body, or cause the spirit to be sundered from one's flesh permanently.
Okay.
It's a good warning.
Talking. Paimon's sorry.
When offering the incense, we place the incense into the censer with reverence for Rex Lapis in our hearts. Meditation is to empty ourselves of trivial thoughts and to focus on the target of the art we are performing. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Devayaksha, bring forth sin. Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their authority for our contract. If all goes well, Star Snatcher's soul will be brought forth shortly.
Understood.
If you have no other questions, let us begin.
think about that fraud. Oh.
I think you're supposed to make noises during meditation.
Bring forth sin! It looks like the Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire one arrow each at the glowing parts, right?
Who's our archer?
Give me a moment to compose myself.
We finished the ritual! And we followed all the instructions to the letter.
Yay, we're not paralyzed.
Close enough. Leave the rest to me. You two get ready to greet him.
Where is one? Huh? You two look familiar.
He doesn't?
What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless.
True. If you're an Adepti, you should recognize
Yourself.
Impossible. One was just lying in peaceful repose at Wangshu Inn. Wait, that must be it. Of course it must. As expected of an Adeptus such as oneself. One must indeed be in a dream.
Oh, I can see why Xiao wants to kill you.
There's no helping this guy, is there?
Huh? What is the meaning of this? Do you truly think that one will permit such insolence in one's own dreams?
Alright, time to take him down a peg.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Do get to kick his ass.
Good.
Such impertinence. Where are one's followers?
Such
when one needs them?
impertinence.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
stop
Dude,
it.
just kicking his ass.
Ow.
It's a well-deserved ass kicking.
Please stop. I surrender. I surrender.
So do you believe us now?
No, no, never again. You almost killed me. Oh, how did I ever have the misfortune to meet you two?
Karma's a
lucky, I
bitch.
guess.
Please, great Adepti, spare my life. I won't do this ever again, I swear it.
We did call your spirit here, but we're not Adepti. He, however, is.
You deceive the masses with quackery, masquerade as an Adeptus, exorcise demons without exterminating them, and display a callous lack of regard for life. One day,
Now you die.
you will reap that which you have sown. For those who invite the infernal into their lives, there is no redemption.
Xiao is so intense.
You're...
Yeah, he's the real thing.
Seems like Xiao's got him scared stiff.
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name?
He's the conqueror of demons. He's the vigilant
It
Yaksha.
really is you. It's truly you. Never in my life did I imagine that I might meet the conqueror of demons, the vigilant Yaksha himself.
You know about Xiao?
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. I learned the tales of the conqueror of demons at his knee. To this day, I am an avid collector of books concerning the Yakshas. But ever since I discovered a sigil of permission while rummaging through my grandfather's personal effects,
I decided to be a fraud.
at first, I was just imitating the Adepti for fun. But slowly, I began to stray further and further from the righteous path.
So to sum you up, you're Xiao's biggest fan?
Yes. Thank you both for allowing me to witness the conqueror of demons in the flesh. It's like a dream come true.
Take off that mask.
That wasn't quite our intention.
O great conqueror of demons, please allow me to swear this oath before you. I swear to turn away from evil, to live an honest life, and to never again stain the name of the Adepti.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Just get out of my
I
face.
will remember your oath.
Oh, okay.
Now go.
You'd be grateful he's
Thank
letting you
you.
live.
1,000 thanks for your forgiveness, and for all that you have done for Leah.
That's not how you say it.
He seemed very earnest when he was making that oath there. Guess he won't be tricking anyone anymore.
Better not.
Paimon sounds really happy about that.
Wait, we haven't gotten the sigil of permission back yet. Let's head over to Wang Shuin first thing tomorrow and look for him.
What do you what are the odds that he's going to be continuing the ruse?
Yeah.
Hey there, boss. Star Snatcher's staying here, right?
Who?
Star Snatcher. You mean the false adeptus who wore a mask?
She knew.
He signed in here under the name Wang Ping An.
That's a really normal name.
He's already checked out. He said he wished to go on a solo pilgrimage.
To a different town where you can encounter more different people.
He also requested that I give this letter to a traveler who journeys together with a talking fairy, should they come asking for him.
Hopefully he left it for them.
Talking fairy?
It's you, sweetie.
Well, anyway, you must be the traveler. Here's the letter.
How strange that he would leave a letter for us. Is this the final attempt to fool us, maybe? Come on, open it. Paimon's curious. Huh? Seems like he actually left us a few nice trinkets.
Yeah.
He's going to return the money. Okay, and he's getting the sigil permission.
Good.
Along with... Woohoo! The sigil of permission!
Oh, Paimon.
Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time.
I'm actually quite touched. This is all thanks to Xiao.
Anyway, let's go take the sigil of permission to Xiao, shall we?
Is that like a cat?
Yeah, it sounded like it.
Scream?
Ah, there you are.
Very intense dream.
We got the sigil of permission back. Do you want to take it?
You have my thanks.
May I take your order, sir?
1 grilled ticker fish.
Certainly. We'll prepare it for you immediately.
Huh. No almond tofu this time? Well, that's not
Was
like
almonds,
you.
Ticker fish was Pervasi's favorite dish. I just wanted to see how it tastes.
Aw, you do care.
By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil. Was there anything else? I am accustomed to eating alone.
And so, Detective Paimon and the trusty traveler solved the case and quietly slipped away.
Good job, Paimon.
All right, so, I mean, I feel like they could have uncovered that case a little bit earlier. I mean, that guy was clearly a con artist. Come on,
Yeah.
Paimon. You're smarter than that.
I mean, seriously, if you are truly a god, currency doesn't mean anything to you.
Just look at Zhang Li. He's always broke asking for money because he doesn't care about money.
It's true. That wasn't where I was going with it, but that's true.
Yeah. Where will you go with it?
No, I just meant like anybody who claims to be a god and is asking for money.
Yeah.
Probably a fraud.
Yeah. So why did you think that Pervasis was going to be Star Snatcher?
Because Star Snatcher puts like an sort of like an effect on their voice of like deepening it and trying to sound more important than they are. I thought there was a potential for similarity in the voice, and they have the exact same haircut.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, how convenient.
That is something I would not have noticed at all, yeah.
I was like, how convenient. Like, you serve at the temple, and oh, you have all of the like goods that we need, and you're like, oh, you're so faithful. I don't know. There was just sort of like a
You're
potential.
super suspicious.
I am now. But there was like this sort of like potentially holier than thou aura about him. And I was like, well, that seems a little bit familiar. And then with the whole like being the statue, I was like, okay, so he's blatantly hiding, just pretending to be a god from behind some statue. Like, I was like, I call bullshit. But
okay.
In that instance, it actually turned out to be a god. So.
Now I see why you thought that was the case. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, makes more sense now. It was nice getting more of Xiao and like kind of figuring out why he's so prickly. Yeah, I mean, but he doesn't want our sympathy. He doesn't want us to feel bad for him.
Nope.
So I won't. I'm gonna respect that. Although I just kind of wish there was like a little bit more of it. I feel like, you know, the first half was kind of just about like the fraud and everything like that. And that was kind of like more of the story than it was about like Xiao himself. Like, I mean, yeah, we got like his backstory and some lore or whatever, but like felt like I like it when the characters are there kind of like right from the beginning. They kind of like follow through the whole entire time. Like I feel like we get more of the character that way. Yeah.
I mean, because let's face it, Xiao is way more interesting than the fraud.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to say, I love Paimon's curiosity. I mean, sure, she loves money, and of course, she can be a bit judgy at times. But generally speaking, like, her reaction to the given circumstances are to ask a question. Like, and like always have a follow-up question. And I just love that quality of her that, like, you know, when met with the fraud and then when met with Xiao, even when Xiao was prickly, like, her instinct was to just ask questions and kind of get to the bottom of why or what the person was up to or whatever the given circumstance might be versus, like, always snap decisions or being super judgmental. Okay.
I think I'd put this around this and like Zhongli's story quests are kind of around the same. Or no, maybe this is like Venti's story quest, I would say. About still like Child's the best, then Cleese.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, those are my two favorites so far. But glad we checked this out. I guess this is gonna give us a little bit more information about this character. It's gonna play a part in the Lantern Rite Festival, I think, is the next event that we're checking out. Ooh. We gotta do Hu Tao's character quest before that. But yeah, so we're checking these out so we can get a little bit more of the characters and when we go into these quests or events, because like you said with Razor, you want to know more about him. So yeah. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access to our reactions, then check out Patreon. The link is in the description of this video, or join our YouTube membership. Or join button. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Genshin Impact. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.